Well, now it's time to clean out the fridge. Seems to have peed itself. And, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot to clean out. A lot to clean out. Look at that. It's almost not white anymore. Expired stuff that's moldy. $2019. I think the fridge is broken. Ugh. Well, this is the second fridge, and most of this is from 2017, 2015, 2020. Some things don't have an expiration date. This frozen lump of bread has no... I can't see the expiration date. It doesn't look like it's even opened, so perhaps it is petrified. But the rest of this, somebody's forgotten it for decades, or a decade. And, oh, this one's good, 2027, but the fridge leaked, which probably means it didn't freeze all the way. So I wouldn't even eat that. And little old people, you don't want to leave food in there and call it safe, and then hear that they had to, what? Go to the hospital. This is pre-opened. I don't know what that is. So yeah. Well, it says it's nice and cold in here right now. I've had people complain that I don't clean fast enough, but I don't think they realize that I'm a one-person team. Usually, professional cleaners have more than one person with them. They have higher tech stuff to clean with, different types of rags or sponges or gear or chemicals. They have steamer machines. They have all kinds of stuff. And they've also got a steady routine with a certain house, so they get used to the routine and can clean really fast. Well, I can get up to that point, but a few people who had me clean for them, and I was brand new at cleaning at their place, were upset I wasn't cleaning fast enough. One of them was rude enough, looked like a Democrat, asked me if I had brain damage because I didn't clean as fast as she wanted me to clean. Well, those are the type of people you just don't have to work for, because their rude, ignorant comments will just keep going and going and going, and they'll slowly tear you down. By the time you're done dealing with them, you've been paid, yes, but you're mentally barraged into a hole in the ground, and there's no life, there's no use for that. So those people become useless. You're getting paid by people who destroy you and are useless in your life. They're always upset, they're always unhappy, they call you names, they degrade you, they treat you like trash. And you can only ignore so much. Everyone says, oh, just buck up, blah, 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 pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Well, that's bull. This is not the military, this is a career. Nobody wants to be stuck in a career where you're scrubbing someone's toilet who calls you brain dead. That's not realistic. No matter how much they try and pay you. I, right now, have a good client that is letting me clean for him. He's a veteran. And so I don't mind cleaning up all the gunk, the grease. I don't care. He doesn't treat me like garbage. He pays me. No excuses, no complaints. It's good. So more clients like this would be wonderful. It doesn't matter how gross stuff is. It's mostly the pay and the respect and the peace of mind. That's really what I wanted. That's honestly all I want. So I had another client that I was cleaning house for, and she didn't really want me to clean house for her. she wasn't ready for anyone to come in, but someone had talked her into it. So she only wanted house cleaning 1.5 hours once a month. And that was not even enough money to put gas in my tank. Like to do anything in life, go to the grocery store. I still have to drive quite a ways to get to the grocery store, so that's not going to work out. So when one person fell through who would call me names, the other person I didn't even bother contacting. She never gave me her phone number, and I just said whatever and left it at that. So that does not make me a bad house cleaner. That actually means those people were not ready to treat the house cleaner with respect. This is a two-way street. It really is a two-way street. If I'm burning my energy and taking my time to clean up people's mess, I deserve respect. I'm not a slave. You want a slave, go hire one of those people that shouldn't be in this country. You hand them a tiny amount of cash and expect them to be happy. Well, they'll turn right around and treat you like crap. It doesn't work. You can't treat house cleaners like trash. It just doesn't work out. So don't do it. Now, I have a good client who was really going through some hard times, and she also got upset, but I really think she was pretending to be nice, who then was very, very, very negative and picky and angry and kind of backslidey about my work. And it was very difficult to even just go there and help. So I'm waiting to see how that works out, because you can't be counselor to these people. You're just supposed to clean for them. It's just waiting for people to mature is like the game of house cleaning. You gotta have that long-term goal. So a lot of tricks with house cleaning. Vinegar is amazing. Vinegar and Dawn dish soap. Also, rubbing alcohol. I wouldn't mix everything together, of course, because something probably has bleach in it. You never mix vinegar and bleach. You'll get a gas created that's very toxic for your lungs and your brain. So don't mix stuff. But here on the mop head, I put Dawn dish soap, hot water, and that does well. And then I put up some apple cider vinegar, some cleaning vinegar that's stronger. A lot of things I've cleaned in the past have taken a long time to clean. Usually rentals are the worst. Nobody cleans rentals well. And so cleaning things can often take an hour per item in the room, depending on how bad the thing is. Microwaves, stove, sink, etc., countertops, floors, baseboards. No one likes doing baseboards. Not even the best cleaners like baseboards. That's not their top cleaning friendly. That's like the back crunching, neck bending work that no one really wants to do is baseboards. But it does get done with the floors. Yeah, hot water, vinegar. There is Gooby Gone or rubbing alcohol will often get off layers and layers and layers of cigarette smoke, pot, vape juices, grease, dust. Some dust can be up to an inch thick in places, and things that have been stuck on, yeah, like food right there. So this is probably the best kept secret of cleaning is vinegar or Dawn dish soap or rubbing alcohol and hot water. You can do a lot with just those four, and bring in a plastic and a metal scrapey so you can scrape off surfaces that are flat without damaging them. And bring sponges, stuff to scrub with, and then always bring wood polish when you're done, so that when you're done scrubbing wood, it doesn't dry out and look like you've scrubbed it to death and got rid of the polyurethane. You don't want to wreck cupboards. Other wood surfaces are not savable. You can wipe them down and then let somebody else deal with painting. And that's it.